What are the advantages and disadvantages of using cryptocurrency, or sometimes Bitcoin specifically? Hey, my name is Kenner French. I'm here with Vast Voices, the media arm of vastsolutionsgroup.com, where normally we talk about tax, finance, and artificial intelligence for entrepreneurs, but here we're talking about cryptocurrency. Why? Because so many things are going on in this world. It's such a quick-paced world. We're talking about cryptocurrency because a lot of people don't realize that cryptocurrency is the thing of the future, and also it does impact taxes. Something to really, really be careful about when we're talking about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, etc. But again, today we're talking about advantages of using cryptocurrency and also the coordinating disadvantages of using cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, it's a very unique currency. It's completely virtual. Cryptocurrency is unsupported, not supported whatsoever by any central bank or any other single authority, which I think sometimes people enjoy even more so than otherwise. It's not the official currency of any country, at least yet. It might be a part of one, but it's not the official currency of any country. I mean, it's not the single currency. It might be a part of another one akin to maybe having at least one other brethren as it relates to currency in a country. Yet all of these are both advantages and disadvantages. Whether or not crypto is an advantage for you, it's dependent on your situation. It might work great in your situation. It might work horribly in your situation. It really depends on the circumstances, But let's go over, the several advantages over conventional currency. Sometimes they call it fiat currency or cash or dollars, depending on depending on where you are. If you're in the United States, it would be called the dollar. All right, crypto, it can't be physically stolen. Generally, there is nothing physical to steal. In theory, meaning the cryptocurrency itself. In theory, however, someone could force you at gunpoint to send your cryptos to someone else. But generally speaking, it's not the case that it can be stolen. It's possible to avoid taxes. That it can be an advantage. But then again, depends on your circumstance. Everything we talk about here, we believe in following the rules, following the mores of your location, of your regulation, of your government, etc. The onus is on the taxpayer to be honest about crypto transactions. There are many disagreements regarding the government's ability to track cryptos through the system. Most of the investigative activity regarding crypto is centered on major crimes such as drug trafficking. But I'm going to remind you, we at vastsolutionsgroup.com, we at vastsolutionsgroup.com, and me personally, we believe in following the rules, etc., etc. Some people, again, would just say it's nice because there are ways to avoid taxes depending on your circumstances. Crypto is extremely flexible. You can pay anyone in the world at any time. Holidays, exchange rates, borders, any time of day, it doesn't really matter. You can transfer crypto, generally speaking. It's got a far greater flexibility than any other currency system. There are no transactional costs, meaning crypto to crypto, Bitcoin to Bitcoin, Ethereum to Ethereum. There's no transaction costs. There's no central authority transactional costs. They're just not necessary. All of the computers all the transactions are on a system, including your own. You're doing the heavy lifting if you really think about it. There's no one way to play. You could send your child $1 million worth of crypto without it costing a single penny. Try doing that with your local bank or PayPal or whatever the case is, right? Although it should be noted, providing a small transaction fee will guarantee that payments are processed a little bit quicker, and most trusted exchanges charge a little bit of a fee for their service. Now, privacy is maintained. This is debatable, by the way. Your personal information is not required as part of the transaction. You have an address that actually makes a transaction, sometimes utilizing a number depending on the circumstances. There's no risk of identity theft. The entire process is what's called encrypted. Keep in mind now, it's not really entirely anonymous because, again, there's addresses. Anyone could see that. If someone found your address, the privacy would be dubbed irrelevant then. Transactions cannot be reversed. That's a good thing. This is good news for merchants, but, that also, if you think about it, may be a disadvantage is for consumers or anyone that sends crypto maybe to the wrong wallet, which I've heard that has happened many a time. The crypto code is open source. There's no secrets other than the identities of the involved parties. Now, it's easy to see why cryptos are useful in certain situations. You have a greater degree of privacy generally and a lack of transactional cost. Gotta like that, especially if we're talking huge numbers. Cryptos can be used at any time, any day. Christmas as an example. It doesn't matter. Now, conversely, what are the disadvantages of crypto? Here's the bad news. Crypto has certain disadvantages, right? The lack of government regulation, some people would say, is part of the reason that there are disadvantages to crypto. Let's talk about it. The value of crypto is also, it's very volatile. The number of crypto it's limited. The demand can vary from one day to day, from one day to the next. So the value of crypto can change quickly. I mean quickly. It seems like it could go from 50,000 to 60,000 in less than 4 minutes, right? It's possible to earn or lose tremendous amount of value quickly. So if you're on a fixed income and you're utilizing crypto and you're as a means for taking yield or scraping off income, you could have some issues. Crypto is not widely accessible or accepted at this time, I would say, yet. While the number of merchants and individual users, it's increasing, crypto is still a common form of currency. Or it's, I should say, an uncommon form. It's going to become a much more common form, though. Crypto, it's becoming more mainstream. Now, why do I say that? Because, more and more big institutions, maybe even some countries, are going to start allowing the use of crypto in some of their transactions. Even the Fed reports the number of crypto users is doubling every 8 months. It's possible to lose your crypto wallet and all of your cryptos. It's crucial to keep a backup of your wallet file. There's many services out there on the internet. You got to look into that. A hard drive crash, virus, or corrupted file will cause your crypto to become permanently orphaned. You can never get them back. Not good. Also, there's a lack of buyer protection. If you pay for a product prior to receiving it, there's no recourse if the product is not delivered because the transactions are so fast, right? However, there are third-party escrow services that can protect you, the buyer, if that is the case. Crypto makes it easier to commit crimes. Got to admit that, including fraud. It's anonymous. You're anonymous to a certain extent. Makes it attractive, but then again, if you're doing illegal activities, there's going to be issues. You got to think about the good and the bad, the advantages and disadvantages as it relates to transactions involving crypto or any other transaction. It's easy to lose all of your cryptos if you're careless. It's very easy, right? I know of a number of instances where people have lost millions of dollars. You can also lose a lot of money quickly if the value drops sharply. All things to think about. Now, what I would say is crypto, again, it's perfect for the right fit and it's bad for the wrong fit. Make sure you do your research. There are advantages and disadvantages to crypto. There's just no doubt. Make sure it's an advantage to you and it far outweighs the disadvantages. If you have any questions, need any help, check us out on the web, www.vastsolutionsgroup.com. Again, www.vastsolutionsgroup.com. Once again, Kenner French with vastsolutionsgroup.com. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this podcast. Hopefully, if it's somehow been of value, please reach out. Have a great day.